Hi everyone, this is Ori and this is our fitness class for cream. Today's class is a low cardio class for the upper body with resistance bands. So before we start our session, a quick reminder, if you have been diagnosed with lymphedema, please wear the sleeve. It will help you for further swelling, pain in the area that is affected, pinching, needles, infections in the body. So if you don't have one, please talk with your doctor. And if you're practicing today with us, please wear the sleeve. Also, if you are doing progressions in weight with lymphedema, please remember that you want to do it little by little. That means if we are practicing this weight with one light resistant band, and next week you want to try again this video, don't jump into the heavy one. Go right in between the middle. And if you are doing weights, just go 1 pound to 2 pounds, then next week, like progressions. 1 pound, next week 2 pounds, and the other to come 3 pounds. So also, if during the practice it doesn't feel good, it doesn't fit you, the exercise, please dismiss and don't force it. Keep in mind the form is very important to keep the form. We want to be very, very focused on keeping the form when we are performing the exercises, because we don't want to use the wrong muscles. We want to perform and apply force with the right muscles. So just be mindful about it. And remember that the goal of these sessions is the first one, to increase your ROM, the room of motion, and give it strength of body, and work on the breathing. So one of the first things we're going to do in the session is just a breathing exercises, and then a drainage for the lymphatic system. And from there we do cardio, one segment or one circuit. Then we do the exercises, then we go back to cardio, then we do a second segment of exercises, and then we finish with cardio one more time and low stretches and lymphatic system drainage for the legs. So let's start today, and the first thing we're going to do is the introduction for resistance bands. So usually you can get all of this online or a sport store. So you have the loops. They sell the loops like lightweight, medium weight, high weight. You have also stripes like this, straps like this one. I don't have one here, but we have belts, or just like a belt, a strap of plastic. Then you can tie it or play with that. That will help too. And they're very common, the ones with handles, and they also come in different levels of tension. So you have always light, medium, heavy, and there are other ones that they have like exactly the weight. They talk about how they can be like if you were the equivalent to 1 pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds. Depends on the resistance. So all of them, they will help you. Just also remember, you want to keep yourself in the low, middle range of the resistance band for now. So let's start first with a breathing exercise. So just stand up, feet hip distance apart, feel grounded to the mat, activate your glutes, your quads, roll your shoulders up, back and down. Place your left hand on your belly and then your right one on your heart this time. And then from here, inhale very deep by the nose. Hold it. Send the air to the belly. Push with your belly, your left hand, and exhale by the mouth. One more time, deep inhaling. Send the air to the belly. Exhale very slow by the mouth. Deep inhaling. Chest up. Last sip of air. Send it to the belly. Exhale by the mouth. Shake your arms. Shake your head. This exercise was to activate your breathing, to make you conscious about your breathing. So now we are going to do the drainage for lymphatic system. So it's the same thing, but we are going to add more movement. So just keep in mind the breathing, okay? So from here, the first one, let's do just a stretch for the head first. So bring your right arm up, and now bring it on the outside of your left, the part of the head, your left side. And then from here, shoulders away from your ears. Just try to tilt your head to your right, keeping the shoulder, the left shoulder down. Deep inhaling. Exhale. Extend your left hand and spread your hand if that works for you. Deep inhaling. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Release your hands, switch, and then do the other one. Remember that when you're doing this, you don't want to overstretch your lower back. So try to tilt the pelvis in, your tailbone in, activate your glutes, your quads, feel grounded, and bring the shoulders down and keep these muscles active, your lats. Let's do the other side. Deep inhaling. Now from here, bring your left hand, and then bring your left hand to the outside of your head on the right side. Until help yourself very gentle, tilting your head to your left. Extend your right arm. Remember about the posture. Spread your hand. Tilt the pelvis in, chest up. Activate your quads. Inhale deep. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Deep inhaling. Exhale. Release your arms, release the form. And now we are going to do the shoulders. So it's not that we want to exaggerate, but we want to exaggerate a little bit the motion. Deep inhaling, bringing the shoulders up, up, up. Hold the air, send it to your belly. Exhale by the mouth. Inhale deep, shoulders up. All the way up. You can bring your chin down to relax the neck. Exhale. Last one, deep inhaling. Bring your chin down, shoulders up, up, up. Hold it. Exhale. So remember, you can bring the chin down if you're feeling on your neck, a little bit of tension there. Just put your head down. Now let's do some rolls. Roll in and back. Ready? So bring it up. Inhale. Forward. Down and back. Up. Forward. Down and back. One more time. Deep inhaling. Shoulders up. Forward. Back and down. And let's change direction. So up, inhale. Exhale. Back, down, forward. Deep inhaling. Up, 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 up. Exhale. Rolling back your shoulders. Bring them down. Forward. Last one. Deep inhaling. Exhale. Back, down, and forward. Shake your arms, move your head if you need it. And from here, let's do the back. So bring both arms to the sides like a right angle. Shoulder to the elbow and then to your wrist. Okay? If this is too much, stay here. That's perfectly fine. So you just have to modify. This is a great exercise and it helps a lot with flexibility and drainage and breathing. It's amazing. So if you are, this will be the goal, but if we are here, this is perfect, okay? So just keep it here, bring it up if you can, spread your hands, deep inhaling. Remember, chest up, till the pelvis in, exhale, and while you're exhaling, make a fist with your hand, exhale, and pinch your scapulas behind you, kiss your scapulas, release. So I'm going to do this behind so you can see exactly my point. So I go here, deep inhaling, exhale, and make the fist, shoulders down and back, and I bring my scapulas to touch. Bring your elbows to your ribs, till the pelvis in. Hold it, release. Let's try this one in front. Here, inhale, exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale. Hold your scapulas there. Exhale, release. Shake your arms. Now we're going to do the front. So bring both palms together, the heels of your hands together, press palms against each other, roll your shoulders up, back hand down, and chest up. Now till the pelvis in and activate your quads. Take a deep inhale in here. Send the earth to the belly, press your hands super tight. Exhale, release by the mouth. Deep inhaling. Deep, 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 deep. Send the earth to the belly, press both palms against each other. Hold it. Exhale by the mouth. Last one. Deep inhaling. Press the palms, till the pelvis in. Exhale by the mouth. Release your arms, shake your arm. And now bring both hands to the side. Keep your hands active. By active, I mean this and no this. So keep it here. And let's make some circles. Shoulders up and back. So just inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going. I want to show you this in a profile. So you want to do this and no this. So remember, tailbone in, active, keep your quads active, and switch directions. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now, from here, we are going to make a fist. So keep it reset right in the middle, deep inhaling, exhale, make a fist. Make your fist. Last one. Spread your hands. Look my hand. There you go. And release. Shake both arms. Move your head. And from here we're going to do the first part of the cardio. So this one, we repeat this 2 more times. Okay? So, in general, I will say try to do 10 reps of each one. So we are going to start first because we are going to work in the arms today, into modify jumping jacks. We're not going to jump, just it's a modification. So bring one foot to the side, and then bring both arms to adduct. So they're in abduction here. Adduct your arms in front, right in the middle, and then exhale. So bring them together and open your arms. Inhale, exhale. Super important that you keep your breathing pattern. So inhale, exhale. Let's do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release, shake it. Now from here, we are going to do it's a standing Superman. For the lower back, in this case, let's do the modification of cactus arms. So bring your arms to the sides. Check that your scapulas are like active behind you. Spread your hands, elbows here in a right angle if you can, or just a little bit more close to your ribs. That's perfectly fine. Deep inhaling. Till the pelvis in, and you're going to kick with your foot active back. 1, 2, 3. Try to keep your hips square and your inner thighs square. So we are kicking back, we are not kicking opening the hip. Try to keep the hips square. So here, in. Keep your foot active, the inner muscles active, and kick back. And remember not to flex the knee, just back. Let's do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. From here, we are going to do, this is for the back, they call it like a rowing on place. It's a rowing exercise. So bring your feet a little bit closer and arch your upper back part of the body, your back. So sometimes I tell people arch and they do this. I will say tilt the pelvis in, but the upper part of your body arches. And then bring your chin to your chest. Now send your hips back, hinge. If this is happening, you're gonna fall on your lower back. So just reset, come back right in the middle with both hands or your fingers. Send your hips back first. Weight on your heels. Feel the pelvis in, lean forward. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Arch the upper part and squeeze your glutes, chin to your chest. And this time, you're gonna bring both hands, arms behind, and bring one up and the other, keep it there. Inhale, exhale, right in the middle, switch arms. Remember to look down. You don't want to use your neck at all. You want to keep your neck loose during this exercise. So this is a great exercise for mobility. Just remember, till the pelvis in, squeeze your glutes, arch up. Weight on your heels, flex a little bit your knees. If you find yourself doing this and this, you're going to feel it on your neck and your lower back. So just try getting to the form. Now from here, last one, high knees. So today it's just feet hip distance apart, roll your shoulders up, back and down. And this time, let's see if you can grab both hands, interlace both hands. If not, just bring one knee at a time and then the other one. That's perfectly fine. If you want to play a little bit more, interlace both hands and then bring it on top of one knee, switch, and then the other knee. So just switch. And the other, that's really good, that depends how is your flexibility and your mobility today. Bring both hands behind your neck, shoulders away from your ears, and try to bring opposite knee to the opposite elbow. So just this, up. You don't have to touch, just this little movement, it will help. Inhale, exhale. So options here. You don't have to go, this will be perfect. If not, it's perfect anyways. So you can go here, that helps. The little rotation, that will help. So just remember to keep your foot active. Again, I'm going to repeat this part. This is a great exercise, but you want to keep it, you want to go and try it little by little. So remember, hands on behind your neck, shoulders away from your ears, and then opposite knee to opposite elbow. You don't have to bring it all the way up. If you do it, great. But if you're here, this is perfect. Okay, just try to play with the rotation of your body, trying to meet in opposite directions, and keeping your feet active and your core tight. Okay, so you do 10 of those. You can do 5 and 5 each side, or 10 and 10. Once that we go through that, we are going to start with our first upper strength exercise with a resistance band. I am here, and I roll my shoulders up, back, and down. Now, from here, I'm going to open this. If this is the first thing I'm doing, this is my first time, just don't play too much with the resistance band. That's one of the advantages of the resistance bands, is like you can go super tight, but you can loosen up and start to just feel your body and see how your body feels about this kind of exercises. So roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Knuckles up. You see my knuckles? My wrists are the grip is very steady. I'm not doing this, I'm not doing this. Just keep it here, tight. Knuckles in front, straight. Shoulders down, deep inhaling, open. Shoulders back, inhale. Bring it, keeping your elbows in. My knuckles facing the front. Bring it under your chest. Inhale, keep the distance. Exhale. I'm keeping the distance, and then I release. You can play, if this is too much, loosen up the band and then go wider, remember. Under your chest, elbows in, knuckles facing the front. Exhale, keeping the resistance, and then release. So one of the things that you need to take care when you're practicing this one is you open. Don't bring it on your clavicle, neither on your chest. It's on your like the diaphragm or under your chest. So check what is your diaphragm there. Bring them there. Now another thing, you want to keep your elbows in. You want to activate these muscles. So go here. If you're doing this, of course you're going to feel in your neck and your shoulders. We don't want that. Another thing that's very important is I go here, I open and bring it in. Exhale. I keep the distance here, and I'm pressing with my chest, and then I'm releasing. So sometimes people go here, open, bring they bring the bar or the elastic to the chest, then exhale, and they lose the tension, and then when they come, they're not following the exercise. So I'm going to do it one more time in this view. So here, open, bring it to my chest, till you see how I'm squeezing my glutes, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, release. So things you want to take in consideration is you don't want to do this, you don't want to do this. You see, like, squeeze your glutes and chest up. And play with that. So it's as I said before, it's a great exercise. You just have to be connected with the right muscles. So you always want to keep your elbows close to your ribs. It's not a complete like here, of course not, but you want to keep these muscles active. The shoulders away from your ears and your elbows floor like more in than out, okay? To use these muscles. Then when you exhale, keep chest up. It's a completely different thing just to go here, go here, and chest up, squeezing the glutes. Activates the muscles of the upper body. So that will be number 1. Then from here, with a belt, or in this case I have a loop, I'm going to put it around my forearms, and I'm going to extend my arms. Do whatever you can. If you're here, that's perfectly fine. Here, just try. If you can go up and bring your arms right above your head, that's perfect. But if not, you can just play a little bit. So now, shoulders away from your ears, chin to your chest. Keep your palms, your hands, your fingers together, and then just open a little bit, just a little bit, and exhale, release. And open a little bit, inhale, exhale, release. One more time, release. So this is a great exercise for this muscle. I'm going to go this again, close to the screen so you can see exactly my point here. So I go here, shoulders. You see, if I do this, this is going to be completely different. But if I go the shoulders away and then open here, looking down, you're going to do these muscles. And we want to work in those muscles. So I will say play with this like 10 reps, 5 reps, whatever feels good. Then after that, with the lightest resistance bands that you have, we are going to play with the, it's called bow, like if you were an archer. So in this case, my left thumb, I'm going to hook my band to my left thumb. I'm going to roll one more time, shoulders up, back and down. And I'm always saying that in my classes because it's completely like a different thing to just do this, that to take the time to inhale, wind up the shoulders. So you go up, back, and down. And you are going to have more opening, a deeper stretch, and you will have a better performance with the muscles. So this goes inside of your thumb. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And then from here, squeeze your glutes, and then bring your your right arm. It's pulling back the resistance band, like if you were about to use a bow. Exhale, deep inhaling, exhale on the effort. Inhale. Okay, now I want to show you this. When we're doing this exercise, look my hand. I'll do it like this to avoid to do this, something crazy with my wrist. So my left hand, I prefer just to hook the resistance band to the thumb, roll the shoulders down, and just pull back with my right arm. And definitely, give it here. I can tell you, it's working here. And all these muscles that you have, the trapezius, the serratus, the rhomboid, the lactic, all these muscles here, and the lats. Then you switch sides, so I'm going to do this one. So the right one, remember you switch legs too, and then you hook, I'm going to do it this way, you hook your band to your right thumb, shoulders down, keep everything straight till the pelvis in, and then elbow, my left elbow is going to be close to my sides, to my left side, and you pull back, exhale, inhale. Inhale here, exhale. So always remember to exhale on the effort. Inhale, exhale. Remember to bring your chin to your chest, but just try to keep your neck relaxed, especially in this one. So you can do 5 and 5. Play with that, feel like what are the muscles. This one is for these muscles right here on the back. And this one with the blue one is for this serratus anterior muscle right here. That is going to help you with mobility with the shoulders. When people have the shoulders up, it helps you, to hold your shoulders down, more structure in the back. And the one for the chest. So once that we finish that, we go back to cardio. So remember, from here, 10 times, modify jumping jacks to the sides. 10 times. Remember to inhale, exhale. Deep inhaling by the nose, exhale by the mouth. You do 10 of those, and then from here, we move into Superman with cactus arms. Remember, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Hug your scapulas on your back till the pelvis in. Look down and just kick back. 1. Kick one leg, back, then the other. Switch. Remember to keep your back active. Don't flex the knee. Don't flex your knee like this. Just kick. And then keep your foot active. And also keep your hips square. Avoid to go here. You just want to kick back straight. 10 of those. Then we go here into the rowing with the arms. So first thing, place fingers on your hip bones, push your hips back, tilt the pelvis in, a little bit of flexions underneath, roll your shoulders up, back and down, chin to your chest, tilting in but arching the upper part of the body, and then bring one arm up and the other arm behind your back, and let's switch. Inhale right in the middle, exhale on top. Look down. 10 of those. It's a pretty good exercise. And then from there we have the high knees, our last set of cardio. So bring both feet hip distance apart. Remember, you have just the modifications, light, one knee, exhale down, inhale, exhale, down. Okay, you want to play more, bring grasp both hands, bring both palms together and make a grip, and then just bring both hands to one side and then the other. A little bit more challenging, both hands behind your neck, shoulders away from your ears, chest up, and then try to bring knee in the opposite direction that the opposite elbow. You don't have to go all the way up, with just a little bit of motion, a little bit of rotation will help, and try to keep your back straight. So I'm going to show you in a profile. If I am here and then I do this, you're going to feel it all in your back. So keep it tight. You can use the wall. Remember, just lean a little bit on the wall to help you with the pose, and then just motion a little bit here. Squeeze your glutes, and then try to do 10 of those. Now from there, we are going to move to the second part of the exercise. If you have one of those at home, you have here a way to do shoulders, or you can use also the belt, step on the belt. So bring both feet together, and then in this case my left foot is going to go backwards 3 feet behind of the right one. It goes 1, 2, 3. Hips square, and then you have the option here. So you see like how I grab the handles, elbows in, out. This is 1, okay? Lean forward and just go here and out. If you want to challenge yourself more, you go and then bring these arms completely behind, lean forward, and then press. Now we'll go here, I guess. Let me show you this in front. So here in front, hips square, bring the tension, and then just open here. You can play with this. This is a chest opener, really good. Tuck your elbows to your ribs, look down. The other option is here, forward, and the easiest for the shoulders, if you want to play with that, is just bring the leg that is shooting the shoulder press back. So instead of going forward, bring that leg back, okay? And then from here, lean forward, deep inhaling, look down, and press. This is when you want to do the shoulder press. So I'm going to repeat this again. Keep your resistance band with handles. Step on top of one foot on the resistance band. Hips square. Lean forward a little bit. Shoulders away from your ears. Tuck your elbows to your ribs. Grab the handles. And then just open to the sides a little bit with your arms. So open, exhale. Don't forget, it's very important to keep your elbows in. If you do this, you're going to feel it probably here on your arms, but we want to create force from here. So tuck your elbows in, tension, open, and chest up. if you want to do the shoulder press, if there's you want to challenge yourself, bring back that back leg back. Shoulder, elbows to your ribs first. Rotate your knuckles facing the ceiling, okay, lean forward, and then press your shoulders. And then back. I'm going to do this in this view. Deep inhaling, lean forward, bring your elbows to your ribs, rotate your knuckles up. You see, they are here. I'm seeing my nails right now. So I'm going to rotate out, then up. Try to bring the opposite, your palms facing down, here, and then exhale. Shoulder press. And I think this one is a very safe one since we are going into diagonal. You're not bringing your arms all the way up, so it's a good way to work on your shoulders. And then you do the other side. So the same thing for the shoulder press. Lean forward. You have this form. Elbows to your ribs. Knuckles up. They are facing the ceiling. Chin to your chest. Breath. So play a little bit with that, and if not, definitely you can stay here. In this one, there is just nice mobility here. Let me show you this one in this profile. You can play with the resistance band more. There you go. Remember to keep a good grip, straight grip. Anytime you're doing those exercises, you want to keep your grip here. Check that you're not going in this direction. You want to keep everything very tight and do the mobility from here. After that, you have that two options. You can play with that. And then here, this is for the deltoids, for the back deltoids. So you can grab the same thing. Just grab your hand with your hands, the handles, lean forward, shoulders down. Maybe you need more resistance. That's up to you. Play with that. And then you lean, find the right point, lean forward, and just this motion. Looking down, pull. In this case, it doesn't have too much resistance. So I'll go here, and then just bring your arms up. So you're not flexing your elbows, you're just extending both arms, chin to your chest, lean forward, be in a diagonal line with your back, and just play this little movement. Bring your arms up and back, up and back. And you can start to feel it on your triceps. That's okay, it goes here and here. That works perfectly. Now we are going to do biceps. So it's the same thing. Step on your resistance band. Find what feels good. Elbows in. And then just bring your arms up and then down. Up and down. Now one more time, let me go close to you so you see this. It's not the same thing to go here. That to go here. This is the wrong way. Try to grab the handle or other of the, if you're using the belt, just to have a strong grip and a good direction. Sometimes to just a little bit of bringing your wrist in, your hand in a little bit, and you go here. You apply more force with the bicep. Also keep your elbows in. If you go here, that's another thing. You go more in the forearms. So I'm gonna go here and do it from here. See here. And just find what feels good. Sometimes we step with both feet on the resistance band and then bring it up. And then you have a workout there. Just remember, the grip is very important in all exercises. Your grip is where you're applying the force, right? So if you're twitching your wrist like this, that's not gonna help. If you are having problems because it's too tight, just bring the resistance lower. Give it time to your body. It's going to get stronger. Just like at the very beginning, all this is like a little bit of, it takes time, you know, to the body to adjust, but then you can move forward. So just be present when you're doing these exercises. And that's from here, we do our last round of a cardio. So one more time, to the sides, jumping jacks. Remember, inhale, exhale. 10 at least. This is your last round of cardio. So you want to do at least 15. Once that you do your 15, you switch into Superman with cactus arms. So roll your shoulders up, back and down. Bring your scapulas to touch. Elbows out like this. Nice. Shoulders in and then kick back. Remember, foot active, leg active, hips square, inner muscles active. Try to complete 15. From here, let's do the rowing modification. Feet together, hands to your hips or peace fingers to your hip bones. Hinge your hips and your hips back, chin to your chest. A little bit of flexions on your knees. Tailbone in. Arch the upper back. And then from here, bring both arms, one arm back and the other up. Inhale right in the middle. Exhale. So it's switching arms. One goes back and the other goes up. Right in the middle, inhale, exhale. Remember, it's very important that you're not overarching or not letting yours collapse with the back. Try to do 10. And then from there, at the end, we do our high knees. So go here, bring one leg up. Use the wall if you need it for balance. Bring both hands under your neck if you want to, behind your neck. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit, bring it up. Remember, you can try to go higher. If not, just a little movement here. This slightly rotation will help. Foot active. Core tight. So remember, you don't want to do this. Here till the pelvis in. Try to do 15, 10, 20. Challenge yourself. This is your cardio. Another important thing, keep the breathing going, like inhale, exhale. Challenge yourself. Breathing patterns are super important where we are exercising. Once that we finish our last cardio sequence, we are going to do some stretches. So those are for the legs. So in this case, if it works for you, use a chair or if you can come into the floor. In this case, I have a blanket here, and then we are going to do some exercises. So sit on the blanket or on the floor if you can, or just go into a chair and follow what we are going to do. If you're on the chair, sit right at the very end of the chair. So from here, lie on your back. And we are going to do a stretch for your hips first. Bring your right leg up and bring your right heel on top of your left. And stay here. If that feels okay, bring your left foot, keeping your left knee bent from the floor and bring it close, bring it up. Now both hands go behind your left hamstring and then just stay here. Try to avoid, to bring your head up. Just want to keep your head relaxed completely and the shoulders away from your ears. If you are on the chair, this should be happening. Imagine that I am sitting here on the chair. So you should be like this and then just fall forward. But if you're on the floor, just want to keep your legs relaxed. And you want to keep your back on the mat. Stay here. Take a couple of breaths here. One more time. Exhale, release. Switch sides. So bring both feet hip distance apart. Bring your left leg up and your left foot on top of your right knee. Stay here, or bring your right leg from the floor. Keep your right knee bent. Hands behind your right hamstring and pull your legs towards you and hold it here. If you are on the chair, remember in this case, you just have to lean forward. Otherwise, keep your back on the floor and your head on the floor. Deep inhaling. Exhale. One more time. Exhale. Release. So all those stretches you can take as long as you want. I'm just here, this is a video, you do whatever you can, play with that. If you want to linger more in some areas, that's perfectly fine, and especially stretches are very important, they're super important. So from here, feet hip distance apart and just windshield. Play with that first. So sometimes people put both hands on the mat and just windshield both knees to one side and then the other. Play a little bit. And if that feels good, just bring both knees to one side and stay there. Take a couple of breaths here. Exhale, release. And then switch sides. So go to the other side. Deep inhaling. And then if this is happening, you're starting to roll into the opposite. Remember, sometimes you can place both hands on your hip and try to keep your hip down. In this case, my right hip, right? It wants to roll because I'm super tight. So I will try to keep both hips on the mat. Inhale, come back to center. And now from here, this is the very, very important part. I will bring my legs on top of the wall. If you're in a chair, put your legs on top of other chair, and that will help a lot. And if you want to go into the floor or into a bed, and from the bed put your legs against the wall, that works perfectly. So bring your hips very, very close to the wall. And then from here, bring both legs on top of the wall, like this. So remember, if this is new for you, so come to seated position. Then come very close like this, the way that I'm doing here. Keep your your blanket close to you. And then just roll very careful on the blanket. And then keep your hips, put some legs, your legs, a little bit on the wall. And then just walk your hips a little bit. So it's very important that your hips are very close to the wall. Now stay here. You can stay here and finish the session, or you can play a little bit, bringing one leg away from the floor, from the wall, and just make some circles here. So it's like rolling your ankles. Try to do it like 20 times, one direction. Change directions. Keep going, and then you switch legs. So you go to the opposite leg, bring the leg away from the wall, roll one foot, or roll your ankles in one direction, switch directions, and then release. So keep it there, and then once you finish like doing the rollings, that honestly it's a great way to keep the blood flowing. It's kind of also the inversion. If you think about it like a yoga inversion, it's pretty good. It will help you to drain the lymph nodes in the lower part of the body. You can finish your session here at the wall, keeping yourself here for 5 more minutes, or just from here, roll one more time to the side, being careful. Help yourself with your hand to come up from the floor, and then just come to a seated position. I hope you like this video. This video has a little bit more of explanation than my regular videos, but especially I think all these exercises, they definitely will help people a lot to gain room of motion, flexibility in the chest, in the shoulders, in the posture, how to activate the back. So I hope you like it. Have a nice day.